You're listening to the Quint's podcast.
Prepaid users, be prepared to shell out more for your mobile phone bills because we just got what is probably the biggest tariff increase in India's telecom industry since 2016. Some of India's top telecom companies have announced hikes between 14 to 40% in tariff rates across different plans. So those sought-after unlimited plans are going to come expensive. And the free voice call days, yep, they're also over. You're listening to The Big Story, the podcast where we dissect the headline-making news for you, and I'm your host, Shalbari. Starting December 3, Bharti, Airtel and Vodafone Idea will have higher rates for both mobile calls and internet. It'll be a 50% increase from what it was before. While for Reliance Jio, the new plan will roll out on December 6th. Not as high as Airtel or Vodafone, but a 40% hike nonetheless. And this is for prepaid connections only, like I've already said. In any case, postpaid users were paying nearly 3 to 4 times more than prepaid users. But the maximum number of mobile users are actually prepaid subscribers. For instance, 90% of Vodafone and Airtel's user base have prepaid connection. And according to the Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, over 95% of the total mobile phone users are prepaid users who've been paying around rupees 60 to 70 on an average per month. So basically, billions of consumers are suddenly going to have to pay more. Now, the government defended this hike and said that it's one of the cheapest rates in the world still and it will benefit consumers. IT Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad, for instance, tweeted, and I'm going to quote the tweet, "Government of Narendra Modi inherited high cost of mobile internet from UPA, which was as high as rupees 268.97 per GB in 2014. Now it is rupees 11.78 per GB as per the Telecom Regulatory Authority of India." Unquote. In a second tweet, he also said that India's mobile internet rate per GB remains by far the lowest in the world, and he cited a UK-based company, Cable, for that comparison. But let's take a closer look at exactly how much more will a consumer pay now. And for that, I've asked my colleague Aditya Sriram from our tech team to join me in this podcast.
Right. So the announcements were made on late Sunday evening. And it comes into effect from 3rd December, which is today. But Jio surprisingly has decided to push its date of effect from 6th of December. And we'll need to wait for their details to come out. But for now, Airtel and Vodafone have clearly highlighted that whatever you were paying earlier, you're going to pay at least 50 to $100 more than what you were doing before.
Want to hear the rest of this podcast? Check out the link to the full episode in the description below and follow The Quint on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, JioSaavn and all other platforms we are on.